GDP GUHDO booth at IWF 2018. I'm here with Karen and Josh. I've known Karen, or at least talked to you, for many years. I have owned a Felder CNC for about 3 years. So I think the past 2 years, I've been calling Karen and asking her what bit do I need and what application, and can you just send it to me and send me a bill. So that's how I've come to work with GUHDO. So today I wanted to ask them some questions regarding MDF tooling, or tooling for MDF cabinet doors, because that's an area that I'm interested in getting into. And then I wanted to, but before that, I wanted to look at, it is the Cyclone.
The Cyclone?
Head. We are a fairly small shop and have a very segmented dust collection. We don't have a big centralized dust collection. So when we first got the CNC, we were having to shop back everything off the table. We would run the sheet, take the shop back in between all the parts, then unload the parts. So you're doubling your cycle time. So I saw this probably 2 years ago, maybe.
Yep. I think it was last IWF.
And it's like $500 or $600, and it goes right on. The reason I liked it is it was not an all-in-one tool holder.
Yes.
It was. It took place of the collet, correct?
Right. It just replaces the collet nut.
Okay. And it does a fabulous job. So now, as the bit cuts, this sucks up all of the dust, and in the end, we just have parts. We blow the spoil board off. We put the new sheet on. So 5, 10, 15 minutes is saved every single sheet. So we have 2 of these heads and we love it. So,
Sure.
but then you said there's a new one.
There's a new one, yes. This has just been introduced here.
Preciso?
Preciso, yes. And this one has a little bit different design, the way it brings the dust out of the cut. It's a very quiet running, and we are just introducing it now, so there's really not a lot of referrals that we have at this point in the U.S. market. But in Germany, it's doing fantastic.
Why would you go with one over the other, or is it totally different system?
Well, it is a slightly different system. This Cyclone nut does not always perform to the expectations. Usually in 75 to 80% of the time it works well, but it has to be in sync with your dust collection, with the type of cut you're doing, with the tool that you're using. The Cyclone nut has to stay very close to the shroud, so the cutting tool cannot extend much beyond.
So this one, the bit has to be much closer to the surface here.
Yes.
Okay. So this one, the idea is the cutting bit can be further away and it can still work really well.
And it will still work, yes.
Okay. So then moving on, this kind of door.
Okay, shaker door. You can take it out. Yes, you can take it out. Take it out, yes.
So we're looking at trying to, on certain jobs, move to complete MDF shaker door.
Right.
It solves a litany of issues.
Yes.
The cracking, having to caulk or not caulk that joint, making sure that joint and that end grain is sealed up.
Yep.
So you're not just going to use a standard upcut half-inch bit, correct?
No, definitely
to hog
not.
This out.
No, definitely not. So we have the Fort Cut insert tool, and this has a special designed insert with a radius on all corners that provides a seamless pass when you're planing out that MDF door.
And that way you're not getting the little lines.
Right,
that you
exactly. And the other benefit is that these tips are available in diamond, polycrystalline diamond.
Okay.
So
this is going to do
that is
the
going
hogging.
To, yes. And then you're going to go back in 2 more passes to clean out these corners to get the square corner. And this, of course, comes on an HSK heat shrink, which bypasses the collet system, so you can generate up to 30% longer tool life, and of course, optimal finish.
So if I wanted to look at getting into, we can put that. If we're going to look at going into a system like this, it is the hydraulic collet versus
heat shrink, versus
the
standard with the collet nut,
like
with the collet nut and the collet, your compounding tolerance is there, obviously. This type of a heat shrink tool holder we always recommend for diamond tooling and for insert tooling.
Okay.
And the reason is with the diamond tool, it has to come back to us for service anyway. So you might as well take it with the heat shrink and send it back.
Okay.
And once the tool is dull, then we can replace it, take it out, and put the new one into your tool holder. With the insert tooling, of course, the tool body never has to leave the heat shrink again because you're just replacing
taking the knives off.
the knives off. Correct.
So for a simple shaker door, you're going to have 3 of these.
For the simple, yes, yes.
So the body and then the 2
And then the
perimeters
two,
to finish
yes,
it up.
to do the corner.
Okay. So then you mentioned diamond tooling. I've only ever purchased from you, I'm assuming, regular carbide,
Yes.
upcut, downcut, compression bits.
Mm-hmm.
When would I look at doing something other than a standard carbide spiral?
Okay, so
cutter?
if you're machining the same thing day in, day out, same material, same cut, then the ideal solution, or the lowest cost solution, is going to be a diamond tool.
Okay.
And can you pull a 6815 from there, you know, the opposite shear bit?
So the diamond is lasts
The
tons longer?
The diamond tool, I tell our customers, calculate your cost justification, with an expected life of 30 times longer than a carbide tool. And in most cases, they're pleasantly surprised because it will run a lot longer.
And it's not 30 times the cost?
No.
Okay.
Slightly more, really. Maybe
So-
4 times, 5 times the
So
cost.
a normal cabinet guy, I'm assuming like me, we're cutting white melamine particle board,
all day long.
the majority of
Yes.
everything. So that half-inch compression
Yeah.
or that half-inch bit,
Yes.
you could get in a diamond, and it
this
would be
one,
worth it.
Yeah, this one here is a 1/2 inch, and if you look from the side, it has a shear angle. One tip is shearing up, and the other one is shearing down. So you have a compression effect.
Okay, so it doesn't look like the spiral that you get in the carbide.
Right.
Okay. But it
Because
performs the same.
obviously you can't, you know, raise diamond in a
Twist the
spiral.
diamond.
Yes,
Okay.
you can do
Okay.
that.
So is this something that a normal cabinet shop should look into versus just being lazy and always ordering the carbide?
Absolutely. If they're concerned about their bottom line and their product, profitability, they should definitely at least consider for their the highest volume jobs that they do, where they're cutting the same material thickness,
all the time.
for diamond, because it will save quite a bit of money.
Well, I'll definitely look into that. And of course, I think I just ordered 5 of the spiral bits from you 2 months ago, so I think I'm gonna have that for like a year.
And the other advantage to this this tool design, as opposed to your typical segmented diamond tools, which have little sections on each flute.
Okay.
This one you can feed 400, 500 inches a minute, and you don't end up with any lines from where the segments line up.
Oh, okay.
On the
Where
diamond.
you're going
So you
in
can-
and then ramping in for that last pass
Yes.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you were showing me the tooling guide.
Yes.
Because as a business owner, we only, I don't know what any of these are used for, right?
This is a diamond. This is a diamond tool
Okay.
with the segmented tips.
I only learned these enough to
Yes.
answer the question, I guess, spend my money, get the material being cut. So this whole guide,
We've put this guide in layman's terms so that even the novice in CNC machining is not going to be intimidated.
okay.
It's in plain English that explains the way to maximize your chip load and your tool life.
It explains
And
the tool
type of
holders,
tools, the tool holders,
and the bits and all that
the
stuff.
differences in the tool holders, because in our industry, you've got hydro, heat shrink, high precision, and standard collet chucks. And the collet chucks you've got for ER32, ER40, and RDO35 collets, of which the RDO35 is the most accurate.
Okay.
Of
This
the
will be good.
standard ones, yes.
I think I told you earlier, I'm just going to give this to my CNC guy.
Yeah.
Tell him to read up.
You might learn something new.
Additionally, in the back, you were talking about on the front, what would you use that for? In the back, it has just a guide for about just every single tool you can imagine and what material you would use it for and how you would use that in the machining process.
Okay, so depending on what you're cutting, what bit you would use.
So this is perfect for somebody who's just starting. They've just got their brand new CNC and they don't know how to go forward. Now they do.
Okay.
They got this and they're good to go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
You're very welcome. We
All right.
thank you for your business and
Yeah,
thank
no
you for
problem.
visiting us at the show.
I'm looking forward to using what. So if they're about $300.
This tool is about $380.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see if that does it do a better cut at all, or is it just longer life?
It's longer life, really.
Okay. Okay.
It might start off, a brand new carbide bit might start off just a little bit better than a brand new diamond bit,
Yeah.
but the carbide bit goes down continuously, whereas the diamond bit goes same quality and then nosedives.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll be interested in looking at that, at least for that perimeter cutting
Yes.
on 3/4 millimeter.
Yeah.
So, okay. What does these are decently pricey, right?
These are $100 more than the standard tool
Yeah,
holder.
okay.
But by the time you take the standard tool holder and you add the price of the collet and one or two replacement collets,
Yes.
you're money ahead.
Okay. So, an entire shaker setup. Are we talking like $1,500 for the three?
No, less. We're talking approximately, it's under $1,000.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to spend money when I know it's going to save me time.
Yeah.
And so
well,
if we
here's
get into it,
here's
then
the one disadvantage: you can't use this on the heat shrink.
on these ones.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that is a ton of MDF dust too.
Yes.
We'll be suffering.
But
we'll
this
get our act
this
together.
design, this tool design, is very effective at pulling the dust out of the cut.
Because it's
and-
angled
yes,
slightly. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Well, should I look into that when it comes out at all?
Yeah,
Should I just stick with
I'm
these?
actually planning on having that tested over at Felder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Karen, good as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I'll let you guys put these back.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Enjoy your show.
You too.